Okay, welcome to week number 5. Last week we talked about unlocking the prison of your mind when it comes to gaming and meeting girls through value instead of emotions. This week, what we're going to do is we're going to get into a really advanced principle, and that is how to be sexual, kind of how to elicit investment, but how to be sexual without actually verbalizing your sexuality, and how to use your sub-communication to make your sexuality more fucking powerful. And this is probably one of the most advanced exercises you could do, so I want you to pay attention and really focus up here, because this week is going to be pretty fucking fun. Okay, so when it comes to getting sexual with girls, that's a huge frontier that a lot of guys never really hit. Now, some guys try to do this, and they have different versions of it. Like, some guys will be very overly physical with girls, and they'll say a lot of gimmicky little lines. Some guys won't get physical at all, and they'll just try to use their verbals, and shit just gets fucking weird. But learning how to be the guy who is sexual and can establish sexual intent with a girl is one of the most powerful things in game, especially even on dates. Like, things like dates, things like going out at night. If you want girls to take you seriously as a guy that they should sleep with, you're going to have to learn how to be sexual. This was one of the key things for me in my game. Like, when I went out and approached women, or when I went out and was like learning approach with women, and I'm still learning, of course, but when I was starting out, being the guy who was like, just sexual and physical was something that was so hard for me, because I was always in my fucking head. And that's why I wanted you to do this exercise last week, where you got out of your head and told stories and learned how to tap into those emotions, because this week will really kind of add on to that, because we're going to get a little more advanced here. So when I was going out, for me, being sexual was something that I never really tapped into fully until maybe the last 2 years of game. The reason why is because I grew up in a home that taught me don't be sexual with girls. I grew up in a home that taught me, around family that taught me, when you're around a girl, be super off, like that I was taught, shake hands with girls only, don't be physical, don't do things like that, because that was always looked down upon. And I had to literally rewire my brain and learn that girls like being touched. Girls like me being physical with them. And you can see in the fuckboy frame, all the, the infield, how much I touch girls, how physical I am with them. And that's something that I want you guys to learn. And this week is going to be the foundation of that. So even if you're advanced, even if you're intermediate, even if you are a beginner, this exercise is going to be powerful for you no matter where you fucking are. And I think you'll do better at it, actually, depending on the level you're at, but you'll still get insights and grow in your game massively. Again, that's why it's called the accelerator missions. You'll grow in your game massively if you do game this way, okay? So this week's exercise, the goal is to teach you how to be sexual without overly investing, and teach you how to be the guy who is sexual and can convey sexual intent without actually freaking out and having to not run out of things to say and try to weasel your way into being sexual, where you are just the guy who is sexual, okay? And this week, what we're going to do is, what I want you to do is, your exercise is, I want you to open 5 girls without speaking, okay? So I want you to open 5 girls without talking. You're going to go up to the girl and you're not going to say anything. You're not going to speak to her. You're going to go up to the girls, and this is at night, or it could be during the day. And preferably at night, but during the day can work. It's a little harder. But at night, what you're going to do is, you're going to go up to these girls and you're going to approach them without actually saying anything. So you're going to go up and you're going to just straight be like, right? And you're not going to say anything. And the only time you can speak is when the girl speaks first and you've gotten physical with her. Okay? So what you're going to do is, you're going to learn how to be physical, you're going to learn how to be sexual without saying anything. So you go up, you don't say anything, you look the girl right in her eyes, you hold your hand open, like link hands with her, or you are like, give her a hug, something like that, and you physically have engaged the girl. The girl's going to say something, she's going to laugh, be like, oh my god, you're crazy, and then you can speak and you can go forward from there. Again, follow logistics, lead, follow the process, things like that. But what you're going to do is, you're going to start off establishing physicality and sexuality without actually verbalizing it. You don't need to say, come, hug me. I mean, some guys do that, of course, and sometimes I do that, but I want you to train you how to be the guy who is just physical without needing to explain it first. How to be the guy who is fucking physical just from the beginning. Why? Because he wants to be. Okay, so this week, you're going to do it with 5 different girls each time you go out. This weekend, let's say you go out during the night, 5 different girls. The first 5 girls you talk to, don't say anything until they say something. You also have to be physical before you speak. So open the girl, point at her. Just go in with a hug. You could do that. You could point at her and be like, and hug her, anything you want. The girl's gonna be like, hey, what's up? And she's gonna engage you. She's gonna be like, what the fuck is happening? Maybe she's gonna be a little weirded out. Don't let it freak you out. The girl will accept your physicality. The girls enjoy being touched. Girls enjoy engaging guys that are fucking sexual, okay? So we're gonna go forward from there. This week is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna really help you grow, and this is probably the most powerful advanced exercise you can do. I've been doing this exercise for a while now, and this is probably one of my most common openers, just engaging girls right off the bat, being sexual, because for the fuck of it. I want you to engage with that, and we're gonna go forward and fucking crush it. Okay, guys, I will talk to you next week, week number 6, and this is, again, week 5, so go out and really run with this shit.